Nintendo Phillips CDI Games Comic Studio. I never doing this for a little bit for much more time. Welcome back into another video, and we're today as we checking out for this thing as well in this comic studio that I might not going to be showing you around of this thing as well. If you're gonna be using for that link, someone is gonna be trying to track you down and it's gonna be all your fault, and I'm probably not sure that you might gonna be terminated like these things for the bullet bill bomb as well that I just never seen here for Crackback after he completely returned. But whenever that we're gonna be trying to start this out. So even though that I just gonna be using for some sort of for the edit panel and just gonna be going all the way up instead of going to be making for one reason like I am probably not sure that we're gonna be making for a Grand Theft Auto loading screen of this comic. So anyways, let's just gonna be beware or just try to be start as well, so not concludes like these things as well. So this comic studio concludes for categories Hotel Mario and CDI Zelda games. So because instead of the characters, we're gonna be using for some only reasons for these things as well. So even for that, there must be some kind of really stuff, a sword and a hand. And I cannot believe these must be for some sort of a characters and walking characters walking together as well. So but going all the way from these things as well. So here are the backgrounds at this mushroom kingdom from the Hotel Mario as well. So I'm not gonna be guessing why. That how am I supposed to put some real cars? Elytra is gonna be over here, and on top of that, I cannot pretty guess. Really, it is. That must be some sort of a castle and a cave, mystery cave as well. So that must be some sort of a good view here in the United States. And what I just try to believe, it was exactly America. Larry's Cave Hotel. This mine is. What is this? This is exactly how it's one of the most intensified caves. Like you never seen this before. Unless you might not gonna be going in for just a little bit somewhere because I just replace one. So we just continue to go. And the city skylines is gonna be up here. There's the castle. And probably what is Rainbow Dash is up to. So this is actually for some sort of a Luigi's castle. Unless there's the castle from over here. And especially, am I gonna be removed like these things as well? So even for just last 2 pages left, there must be a some sort of a castle, an event, and there must be some sort of a planet or something. And Zelda games was actually pretty literally over here, but looks like low quality isn't interested about here. But we might subject to put around for Pizza Tower characters into this thing as well, and it looks like there must be one more. So I never be able to be finishing for about this. And so am I gonna be putting characters by using the crossovers? Unless one. And I'm not being chosen why. That isn't gonna be going for a round of this much. As we saving for the drafts, it didn't work. But exactly how that isn't gonna be to do this. And so because of the characters have just completely worked by using for the comic studio or the studio crossovers, I'm gonna be choosing for some sort of anything. What it was. It's been for almost at 10 minutes of pretty hard work. Let's just gonna be trying to pick a car or something. And let's just scroll down, and instead of likely some sort of a model over it for this thing as well, so I'm gonna be picking it out for just only one time. So instead of this crossover or likely one thing, I'm just gonna be using for a RAM Cummins or some sort of a. And so anyways, I'm gonna be picking up for the F250 around it. Just wait. And because as you can see of this photo, it was actually pretty this. Because most likely this isn't gonna be going for just a little bit big, I think this is gonna be going for very perfect. So we have completely just done because we have only one more character to do. Because I was so frustrated to find this character that I just never to be seen them earlier. And that could be him as well. So that should be the end of this video, and if you might gonna be trying to find this link over here, and what about Dan to the M? It's not gonna be going for round over here, and let's just find a round for some sort of people. Where's Dan? And he's right over here. So because in attempt of making of this video, and of course, this is not actually going to be going for taking a long time, because instead of this is actually for talking about of those 6 clips that I just going to be trying to show you. We added for some kind of kingdom stuff like these things, including like Chinese characters in America. There must be some sort of Americans like over here, and around for some sort of warriors and dark dungeons away from just vanished away from the city, or some sort of a kingdom like these that are going after them. And this is actually some sort of, this is not actually for a splash screen, but one thing is not going to be going to do this. But anyways, that we're going to be end of this video right now. And because if you just probably you leave a like of this video, and probably it's going to be linked in the description below. But unfortunately, we're not going to be doing this again. And I've never possibly heard that Crackback is going to be terminated once again. And I'm probably not sure this isn't going to be real. If it's that real that they just saw this warning, and I'm completely not sure this is going to be going for around for a 3-time strike attack, or just something like this one, or something like for 3 times before some sort of a 3-strike prank or 3-strike hacking for some sort of an unknown reason, because thanks to Nintendo legal team, or something like thanks for Nintendo legal team for actually going to ruining of this channel or channel like this thing, including like for some sort of a Crackback channel since 1 year ago. It's completely over 1 year ago since Crackback just got terminated as well. So I'm probably should be gonna be thanks for watching. If you're going to this link in description down below, you might going to get caught by Nintendo legal team. If that is actually not pretty sure, that is going to be costing around for a $7 million, or it's going to be going for 50 million grand for all of us all, for around $50 million and 50 million grand, and approximately going to be for a 30 years of prison before you're gonna be passed away from the internet. Because while you're never being able to be in the internet as well, because it's absolutely gone so far that I just actually talked to you this something, and actually going to putting on a bullet bill on your top of the house in 30 seconds, because this is since it was not real. Or isn't it gotta be going to real to do so? Anyways, thanks for watching the battle of this video, and thanks for watching for just, once again, I just said this is Turbo Concept is signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads is gonna be all later for next one.